Guiding with Scrapbooking Quebec. Today I'm here for the Scrapbook Nerd Online shop. I'm going to be creating the layout you see on the screen, and I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks on how to create what looks to be a complex layered look, but it's really easy to achieve. And I made this page using material from Heidi Swapp's old school collection. And honestly, it's been in my stash for a while, but I'm so glad I finally dug into it because I absolutely love it. And I got all of this at the Scrapbook Nerd Online shop, so I will link up the shop as well as the products I've used in the description box below. So I did very little preparation in advance. That black cardstock is basil textured black cardstock. That's going to be my foundation page. I have a 4x6 photo. I matted that in advance. I'm going to show you the papers I have. I have 3 printed papers from the collection, and I plan to use both sides of one of them. Also in the photo just a moment ago, there was a cut apart sheet. Now what I did with that is I cut it apart. And when I buy cut apart sheets, I typically buy an extra one. I cut it up and I use it for layering and for ephemera. It's a really cost-effective way to have embellishments. In this tray, I have tons of stuff from that collection. I have stickers, alphas, ephemera, word stickers, tags, all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I got all of this at the Scrapbook Nerd Online shop, so it's all linked up below. So now what I'm going to do is speed up the film and just simply cut up a bunch of pieces of paper. So what I'm going to do right now is cut 5 strips of paper. And I'm going to create the foundation page with these strips of paper, and I'm going to be adhering them all in the same direction. For this page, they're going to be all on the vertical, and what I will be doing is tucking a bunch of stuff, tags, ephemera, cut apart sheets, all within those layers. It's very quick, and it really does create this complex look on a page. So I'm showing you the different pieces of paper, and I'm putting measurements for all of this on the screen. And now I'm just showing you how I plan to place it on my foundation page. So I have that border on the far left. That's a great way to create stability in the layout. Basically, a border always works. And the other 3 pieces, that's going to create a layered photo mat. What you see me doing right now is auditioning 2 different inks. I end up going with a dark gray, and what I'm going to do is put ink on all of these pieces of paper. So I started, and then I stopped the film, continued, and now I'm just finishing off. And adding ink to the edges of different pieces of paper is a great way to unify all of these separate pieces. It especially works well if you have papers from different collections. They may seem like they don't match, but sometimes a little bit of ink can go a long way for unifying these different pieces of paper. So now I'm just adhering everything to the page. Those 2 pieces there are going to form my border on the left, and these 3 other pieces are going to be kind of staggered. You'll see how I place them, and that's going to create the layered photo mat. Now, I'm not going to adhere the photo right away because I am going to be playing around quite a bit with embellishments before I actually adhere the photo. So I'm placing the photo there, and now I got out all of my embellishments, and they are all around me. So you see that I have those alphas there, and I placed my title, which is Autumn Walks, on wax paper, just so I can play around with placement. And now what I'm doing on the far right, I'm tucking in all of these tags. Now this collection comes with a tag pack, but you could also simply use a cut apart sheet here. But the whole idea is to tuck in a whole bunch of stuff along that right side of the page underneath that layered photo mat. Now what I'm doing is working within the other layers in that layered photo mat. So you see the word fearless there. That's behind that black sketchy wave paper. Then I have that this and that cut apart sheet in blue. That's tucked right underneath the photo, as well as that journaling box, which is just below it. What I'm doing is working within all of the different layers, whether it be underneath that darker blue and white paper, or whether it be underneath that narrow black wavy paper, or underneath the photo or between the photo and the photo mat. All of those pieces of ephemera and cut apart sheets, I'm tucking them within different layers, and it really does create quite a complex look on a layout. It's also a fantastic way for using up leftovers. So anyway, it is a really fun technique to use. I'm using it because I was having trouble getting started with this collection, so it was kind of a great way for me to get going with it just by cutting up a bunch of pieces of paper. So as you can see, I started adhering the bits and pieces, including that circle that's half on the top and half on the bottom. I actually cut it in half. The entire circle said, "This is the life," but I'm just using the word "this" and "life" and putting it above the photo and below the photo. So I started by adhering the pieces in and around the photo and photo mat, and then worked my way down. Now what you see me doing is adhering the title. I kind of hesitated on the placement of the title, and I decided to go with it really vis-a-vis where the photo is placed for no real reason. I just liked it there. And now what you see me doing is creating reinforcers for those 5 tags. So I'm simply using a hole punch and a 1/2 inch circle punch, which creates rings, and I'm adhering them to the 5 tags. I don't make you watch all of it, but I do a few of them on camera. And then I get some twine from my stash. I make myself some bows, and I simply adhere the bows with a little glue dot. That's it. I do stop the camera, and you're going to see I come back, and they're all going to be on the tags. And I'm almost done here. This layout came together so quickly. What I do want to do is add a repetition of that silver that's in the title. I want to put it in 2 more spots to create a visual triangle. So I have that little tag there that I'm putting underneath that half circle with the word "this." Right now it might say "hello," but it ends up being the tag that says "amazing." So what it's going to say is like "this amazing," and then if you go underneath the photo, it's going to have the word "life." And then I also want a 3rd spot of that silver. Now in that sticker pack there was this little speech bubble in silver with a heart on it, but I ended up ruining it by trying to add some foam adhesive anyway. So what I did was I found another piece of silver, which is part of the ephemera pack. It says "Fry Yay," but that really doesn't mean anything to me. So I tucked the word "fry" underneath the journaling box and just have the word "yay." So that's it. That's how quick and easy it was to create this layered look. Now, right now at the Scrapbook Nerd Facebook page, the Friends Group Facebook page, which I will link up below, there is a challenge taking place this week, and I'm hosting it. And my challenge to you is to create a layout with at least 5 strips of paper that are of different sizes and that they all go in the same direction. Also, the challenge is to use cut apart sheets or tags and stickers or ephemera. You can use both as well. Anyway, it's all explained at the Scrapbook Nerd online shop, and you can win a gift certificate for $10. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the Scrapbook Nerd YouTube channel, we would be thrilled if you did. Also, the same thing for my channel, Scrapbooking Quebec. Don't forget to check out the Scrapbook Nerd online shop as well. They're getting new stuff all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.